Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I will be filling out my November budget, and this is my overview page, which is the page before the month starts, which I kind of give a summary of my income, my expenses, and then the difference between the two, which goes towards my goals, or Snowball if you will. And this kit I made myself. I purchased the art from Julia Dreams on Creative Market. I'll go ahead and link her down below. And then I printed the items and then made the stickers myself. I do this every month. I know I don't sell them, I just make them for personal use. And the products that I use, as always, are the Pilot G2 pen in 0.7 black, and then the Sharpie Ultra Fine Point, and then my calculator, and then I'm referencing kind of like my budget guide that I make in Excel. I'll link or card the video up above where I went over how I made this and how I kind of figure out my budget for each month. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. So first we'll start with my income. As always, my salary is the same at $2277.34. Rollover amount is a little bit different. So I am rolling over $605 this month from previous months and savings, which you'll see why when I get there, but basically it's Black Friday month. So I usually kind of save all my money throughout the year and kind of buy everything I need on Black Friday, or for Black Friday savings, I should say, or sales. Not everything is necessarily bought on Black Friday, but you know what I mean. And then miscellaneous, as always, I am budgeting $0, which means my income for this month is $2,882.34. And then the expenses we will calculate as we go, and the Snowball amount will be calculated at the end. So moving on to the first page in my budget, which is the bills amount. So BOI is my dental and vision insurance, which is $14.76 a month. Emergency fund, I'm only putting $50 this month. Again, Black Friday deals. And these arrows mean a transfer. So I'm technically I'm not spending this money, but it is leaving my checking account and going into a savings account. So that's what these arrows mean. Fidelity, which is my Roth IRA, gets $25. Patreon, I am a patron of Victoria Marie. I'll link her YouTube channel down in the description below. And that gets $5 a month. And then savings is $25, which brings my bills total to $119.76. Up next for variable, as you can see, there is a lot more variable expenses this month than normal. Again, Black Friday, Cyber Monday savings. So Ancestry DNA, which used to be a sinking fund, I have been saving up for this, and now it is fully funded. So I'm planning to purchase it when it's on sale, if it is on sale. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. But this, I'm expecting to spend $100. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, again, this is a cash envelope. So it is a sinking fund, and this symbol represents cash, so cash envelopes. And I'm moving it to variable because whatever I don't spend this month will be counted as extra, which will go to goals, savings, and so on. So basically I'm completely emptying my Black Friday, Cyber Monday sinking fund and then restarting it next year. So this is kind of like a safety net for if I happen to go over budget and anything else that I plan to buy. FabFitFun, I have been wanting to purchase FabFitFun for years now. I finally am doing it. And I looked to see on their website, and it costs $180 to purchase the yearly subscription, which is I don't know what percent, it's some savings, whereas if you just bought it quarterly. And I realized after I'm filling out all of these that I didn't incorporate tax into these. These are just the product themselves. But again, this Black Friday, Cyber Monday category is going to absorb all of the expenses that I go over in. So I'm not actually going to be spending money from this. This will just be used again to kind of counterbalance the ones that I went over in, because again, I don't know how much these things are going to cost. I don't know how much I'm going to spend. I don't know how much tax will be, and so on. So it may not be the best method, but it makes sense to me. I'm hoping it'll work for me. So we'll see how it goes. And if I need to adjust my budget for next year, I will. So you live and you learn. Gas is always is $10. Global Entry was another sinking fund that I've been saving up for, and that is $100. Metro is $25, and as I've been explaining before, I take public transportation to school, and right now it is free because they're trying to minimize points of contact. However, I don't know when they're going to start charging people again and having things back to normal. So I just set aside $25 a month just in case sometime this month I need to start paying for the Metro. But if I don't, that $25 just goes towards savings and goals and whatnot. Rosetta Stone is a sinking fund I've been saving up for, and now I'm planning to spend it, so that's $200. And then my general spending / under budget, unbudgeted items is $50 as always, which brings my variable expenses total to $1,025, which is a lot of money. And when I was looking at this, I was like, dang, I'm basically planning to spend $1,000 this month, which is crazy. But if you really do think about it, I don't spend that much throughout the month, and I save a lot of my money to be spent during this time, because I figured if I'm going to buy the item or service, whatever it is anyway, I might as well get it on sale. So this is not a normal month for me, but I've been saving up for it, and technically I can afford it. So it is what it is. And I'm just realizing now that I haven't been filling in my expenses. So back to bills, that was $119.76. And then I track my goals for the month. So one of the goals is completing my emergency fund since I'm on baby step 3. And this month I budgeted $50. And then we'll see how much I am actually able to put towards it, and then what my new balance is once I close out my budget for the month. Moving on to sinking funds, which is on the next page. I am planning to put $20 towards beauty. Camera, which is a new camera because I currently film on my phone and I kind of want to upgrade. So I'm saving up for a camera. And I transfer this money into, so all of these sinking funds, other than the cash ones, I have in just sitting in my checking account. But for camera, since it's for my channel, I transfer it to a high yield savings account just to have it extra. And I'm trying to separate my business, which is not really a business. I'm not making money right now. I'm trying to keep my expenses separate just to make it easier for if I do end up making money, and just to get in the good habit of keeping things separate. So anyway, that was a very long story to say I'm not putting any money towards my camera this month, and it's in a different account. Clothing is $40. Colton, I am putting $35 towards, which is a little more than normal. Costco is always $250. Crafting, I'm putting $35, which again is a little bit more than normal. But I probably will go to Michael's on Black Friday, which I don't think $35 is going to cover it, to be honest. But again, that's why I have that Black Friday, Cyber Monday expense to kind of absorb whatever I go over in. And I'm pretty sure crafting will be one of those categories. Donations is $7. Aaron Condren is $30. Gifts is $15. Medical is $130, and this is more than normal. So I think I'm going to normally put $100 now each month, but when I was filling out my budget, I had $30 left over. So I kind of just put it towards medical since I want to build up this sinking fund. National Park Pass, as always, is $350. Gifts to my parents is always $25. Scuba is always $10. And then technology, I think, is always $50. I'm pretty sure that's the normal amount. So all of my sinking funds total up to $403. So the other goal that I track is savings. I budget $25 a month towards that. And then if I'm able to put any extra towards it, I will track it here and then put my new balance in the half box. The next page is just my weekly check-in, and this gets filled in throughout the month, followed by the joint budget. So my boyfriend and I split all of our expenses 50-50, and we have a joint checking account that obviously we share because it's joint. So I what I'm putting here is half of the amount. And so if it seems low, it's because it's just my half, not the total amount. So Amazon Prime. So most of these do not change month to month, and they're pretty, I'm looking at the wrong thing. They're pretty self-explanatory. So I think I'm just going to speed up and explain kind of when I need to. So FPL, if you're not familiar, that's Florida Power and Light. That's our electric bill. Geico is our renter's insurance. Household, we normally do, that's the total. We normally do $100. However, we lowered it to $60 because we realized that we really don't spend that much. And Lego Harry Potter is a Xbox game that we wanted to purchase. So that's $20, and we are actually taking that out of date night. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know that date night we typically put $100 total, so $50 from my half. However, we are purchasing Lego Harry Potter, which normally, if we just purchase that without planning to purchase it, it would come from date night anyway. So date night, we technically are still putting $100 towards. It's just 40 of that is already separated out to Lego Harry Potter. And all of that totals to $1,332.34. And again, this is just my half of the bills. And like I said, most things haven't changed. They're all consistent. I did explain some, but I realized I haven't been explaining some past is like the tolls. And we kind of build it up to $100 and then let it dwindle down as we use it and then refill it again. So right now we're letting it dwindle down. So that's why we're not putting any extra to it. And then like in my personal budget, these mean cash envelopes, and then these means transferring to a savings account. And then the last section is just transfer amounts, which I will calculate later. This is just kind of how we move money to places because, again, my boyfriend and I split expenses, and that comes from our joint. So we each transfer money to the joint account, and then he transfers me some money since I'm the one that withdraws all our cash for both my individual expenses as well as our joint expenses. So I have the total for our joint, and that is $1,332.34. And again, I forgot to write down the sinking funds total. So sinking funds came to $403. Okay, so now we have the total, or we can get the total for our expenses. Which comes to $2,880.10. So now to find out how much is going towards the Snowball, we take our income and subtract our expenses. So that leaves an extra $2.24 to go towards whatever goals. And that is if I actually am exactly on budget for everything. If I'm under budget on certain items, I'll have more to put towards my goals. If I'm over budget, I'll have less. And again, those get calculated when I close out my budget for the month. And then I quickly just wanted to show you the joint budget. I already filled it out just because it's basically exactly double of whatever I put for my half in the joint. So you basically would be seeing the same numbers, but I kind of just wanted to show you what the joint looks like as well as kind of where we are in our sinking funds. So that is all for my November budget this month. Let me know what goals you have in the month of November in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a good day. Bye-bye.